The weekly edit I've chosen this week is bedding and linen. Now, an interesting one. So I have just opened up an underbed storage that I've got in my spare room. The classic out of mind, out of sight. And I'm going to deep dive into some reasons why we accumulate and how to stop it. What's actually being used, what's not, how we store things. So enjoy. A very common problem that people have with the volume of linen that they store, pillows, sheets, duvets, isn't just the storage. It is the overaccumulation without a system. Here are the issues I see most often, and they're not uncommon. The too much for just in case. So how many have you got? Extra sets for guests who never really stay that long or come at all. Spare pillows that no one's using or likes. Now all the duvets or doonas, if you're Australian, for the seasonal changes, are you swapping them over? And when one gets tired, what do? Does it leave the house? Linen multiplies quietly. Bulky items in awkward shape. I mean, they come in neat packaging, and once you clean them, use them, getting them away isn't always that simple, especially things that take up size that can overwhelm cupboards very, very quickly. So the first one, too much, just in case. The next one, looking at the shape and where you're storing them. The third one is not having clear categories of where you're storing items. It's the everyday sets, it's the guest items, it's seasonal items, it's backup pieces, all mixed in together, making cupboards slightly chaotic and hard to maintain. So, do you have clear areas where you are actually storing items, and do you know the quantity you need? Fourth category, the emotional part's tricky. Could have been expensive, still perfectly got an amount of life in it. It might be useful one day, so it stays, and then it's not used. Fifth category, and one of the most important, is your storage working for you? And what I mean by that, is it right for the size of the items that you are trying to store? Really deep shelves, really high shelves, things that are high above, under bed storage, things that don't have much visibility that lead to items being forgotten and not used. Duplicate it. You know the drill. Okay, this category of laundry overwhelm. Laundry overwhelm as I shove my face into that. Volumes of things, they take up size. It takes time to also fold. This can also contribute to decision fatigue, which does exist, believe me. Now, whether you send it out to the laundrette, whether you do it all in-house or whether you don't, might slow down sometimes how often you rotate your laundry, how often it all gets cleaned, what gets cleaned, what's in rotation, take the things on the top, and never actually go through the pile of what you own and use. Now, one of the last ones, a mismatch between your current life and what you've got. When it comes to editing your linen, it is not about being ruthless. It's looking at aligning your storage with your current life. That is part of the gold when it comes to editing. Less volume fundamentally means an easier life. It's easier laundry, it's calmer cupboards, quicker bed changes, sometimes if you've got help. That is fundamentally the everyday luxury that we all need in our lives. So let's take the organized edit way to approaching your linen. Instead of asking yourself, do I need this? I mean, that's a really hard thing to answer, isn't it? Try this. Would I happily use it again right now? Does it actually suit how my home functions? Is this supporting me or is it a burden? Thanks for joining in the weekly edit. I put a question out on my social channels every Tuesday, and then I respond on the Thursday with a question that is getting under your skin in your life, in your home. So if you've got one, leave it in the replies below, and you could be lucky enough for me to answer your dilemma next week. As always, I love feedback. So like, comment, subscribe, most of all, but share it, join the conversation. I love that. So, Narelle here at my YouTube channel or over on my socials at The Organised Edit or at midlife.reallife. See you soon.